Hey guys, so the footage cut out from a little work. So this is episode 2 of our Caribbean Doodle Empire simulation. So what happened from when the footage was broken was the Grand United Nations formed in a union from the Miami and New Orleans Alliance, which united with the Yucatan. And then a massive revolt in Jacksonville up here. And then you may also notice that the former Orlando is now named Jacksonville. Alright, so let's continue. Jacksonville is not at war with Orlando. So it's still just these two against the big three powers. But so yeah. Alright, let's continue the war. Found religion. Okay, what would the Cubans... hold on, let me Google real quick what the Cuban religion is. Cuban religion. Okay, so apparently Cuba is Catholic. Interesting. I did not know that. Oh. Okay, we're just going to make them Catholic. I don't even... Alright, so... Oh yeah, so the Mayan culture is gone, and now we just have Catholic. Alright, interesting. But anyways, we're going to need to go back to the Grand United Nations, and they're going to get a small expand. So, this would currently really be the Yucatan's territory, so we're still going to do it like that. I need the New Orleans area. New Orleans. Cajun. I don't know how to spell Cajun. So, sorry if you're from New Orleans and watching this. New Orleans religion. Alright. They are also Catholic, of course they are. Voodoo. Voodoo. Yeah, okay. So, I'm not done with them, though. They're going to build a castle, of course. Let's see here. That we're going to build the Katrina Ruin. Oh my god, caps lock is on again. Okay, we'll just make New Orleans Hurricane Wall. That probably doesn't exist. It doesn't matter. Alright, I guess I'll go with the Houston's. A medium expand. Well, I did do it up here in Houston, so we'll go back to the Houston side. But Houston has like a separate government at this point. So give me the Grand United Nations. I need... never mind. A new nation. So I think I'm going to make Jamaica here. So let's sort of go with that. I'll make it darker. Alright. Jamaica. Actually, no. How do you spell Jamaica? I'm pretty sure is there an I? I have no idea. Jamaica. Alright, so there's an I here. There's an I there. Yeah, okay. So anyways, we'll go ahead and make Jamaica. Oh, we need to change that color. It's way too close to the Yucatan color. To make it more yellowy. We'll give it more of these islands. And then it's very hard to see right now, but Alright, let's change Jamaica to yellow. And I suppose that they are now in the war, even though it doesn't really make sense for them to be. Oh, a union. Well, Jamaica didn't last very long. Oh no, confirm that. Jamaica didn't last very long. They're now a part of New Havana. Of course they are. Alright, so Orlando's turn. They get a new leader. We haven't gotten an expand aside from that one Houston one. Oh, Miami's gonna add somebody. Oh shoot, we don't have too many options, do we? Okay, well I suppose that they would add them to the Grand. So now Jacksonville is part of the Grand United Nations. World War I is not looking like it's gonna go in the other team's favor. Oh, it's an Age of Unity. A large expand for Orlando. There we go. So Orlando's gonna cut back Jacksonville. We're gonna take back all of this. Alright, so that's Orlando's main focus here. Alright, let's get New Havana a turn, a large expand. New Havana's probably gonna want to finish off their Cuban territories on Cuba. And then they're probably gonna launch, yeah, an attack there. So, there we go. Can I get, please don't be a union. Oh, a split! Okay, this is perfect. So, what we're essentially gonna do is the Yucatan, yes, this is the original Yucatan, or it will be in this, is going to split off, because they don't want to be a part of the war. So this is supposed to be the original Yucatan. Really? So they do have a couple like inches there. We need to fix that. So now this Yucatan is under a better government. We're gonna build Chichen Itza. No idea how to spell that. This would be under a different government, as I said before. Alright, I got it. Alright, so I still, alright, so let's go back to Orlando. New leader, of course. Let's go back to New Havana. Adopt religion. They're going to adopt their own religion. Yeah, okay, there we go. So they probably wouldn't be too happy about that. A medium expand. Perfect, I needed that. They're gonna take back this land. I've been waiting for them to take that, and then they're gonna take a bit more into Orlando, New Orleans is. Alright, so now we got the Jacksonville part. I would like the Yucatan Union, of course. So now the Yucatan is going to unite with New Havana, and this will be the Southern powers. They're not that southern, but they're kind of like the middle powers, but that doesn't sound great. So now the World War I is now, Miami, New Orleans is losing the Grand United Nations, sorry. They do have Jacksonville, I forgot about Jacksonville, but, you know. A new nation. Alright, well, I didn't do this in the beginning, so we need to learn how to say Alright, Quintana Roo is what we're going to make next. Said I was going to do it in the beginning, didn't do it in episode 1. Which, by the way, if you didn't see episode 1, go ahead and head over to that right now. Take Cozumel, which is third. Because episode 1, you probably wouldn't know what's happening right now, if you didn't watch that one, but a large expand, perfect. So basically we are doing Doodle Empires, and yeah, as you can see, it's done a lot. We're in the middle of World War I, as I've said before in this video. We probably should make it smaller around the border. You do need to connect up that bay. Also, we need to give the Yucatan a new capital. So this is a big country, I guess you could call it. They're not really countries right now, they're territories. Because we are still just in the beginning of civilization. But Quintana Roo is now on the map. And I think we should head back over to these guys. New nation, never mind. We're going to make the Bahamas. Alright, the Bahamas are about to join. So this is Grand Bahama, I believe. Probably, I think it's like 2 or 3 islands, actually. But we're going to... So we're just going to finish making the Bahamas. They'll probably end up getting, like, part of the Dominican Republic, or whatever that island is called. Part of Haiti, part of Dominican Republic. And yeah, so this video, World War I is almost pretty much over. They're not about to surrender yet, but they are going to pretty soon. So we're just going to continue giving the Bahamas. Most of the stuff isn't even the Bahamas, but okay. And then we'll just give them the northern part of this island. Well, I guess I'll get a little bit more than the northern part. Alright, there we go. So the Bahamas are a big nation now. And now I would imagine that they're close to surrendering. A small split. First up, I think we should bring Tampa back. I think Tampa deserves to be back. We'll make them like... And I think Tampa would still be allied to the, I just think that, like, Tampa has been there waiting until the right moment and the war was almost over, and then they would come back. So I think that's really the story with Tampa. I don't think Tampa is in bad relations with them. I think Tampa's about to go. A small expand, I need to clean up these borders. And then Tampa would expand into Miami. So this is the same Tampa from earlier. Another split in Orlando. Okay, Orlando, what's happening? Right. This would not be a friendly split. This right here would probably be like an angry split. Angry with letting Tampa go. So yeah, this would kind of be like angry for letting Tampa just leave Florida, so they're going to split away and become North Florida. So Florida is very split up, and now Orlando is weak, which would allow Miami to take West Palm Beach, cut into these guys, and start blazing up and connect up to Jacksonville. So the war isn't quite over. Orlando is very relegated now, though. So Orlando might be about to die. But I'm gonna keep them alive. New Orleans half is just gonna start. I think the war is over. I think they've like surrendered now. Orlando would have. And so I think the war is over and they're just kind of like colonizing more because they haven't fully colonized yet. Not even close if you've seen the map. Let's go back to these guys. The Southern Powers. Oh, they're going to form a union. Oh, gosh. They probably form a union with Quintana Roo. Or really, I think of these as alliances. So now Quintana and Jamaica are in this alliance. So we're gonna say these are like important buildings. So these would be Quintana. Actually, I can probably select the copy. Yeah, Quintana Roo, and then we could do another Jamaica. Oh, never mind, the Bahamas. Didn't even mean for that. Oh, we can build Atlantis. But if you are watching this from the Bahamas, good for you. Just gonna, yeah, medium expand, perfect. And now, the rush for this island, I will tell you what it is called in the next episode, is probably going on right now. So they're all probably trying to rush to get over here. Hold on, I can probably tell you what that island's called right now if we... What is this island called? Is this the name of the island, or just... I think it's... Okay, I will figure that out later. But for now, Orlando is gonna have to figure something out. They get another small split, and this would be... we could do like a dark... Wow, I gotta figure out what this is. Would be the Kingdom of Disney. I have no idea what to do for that one, so they're just gonna get Disney. Alright, well, Kingdom of Disney is going to found a religion. The movie and tourism. Okay, I spelled tourism wrong. Actually, that could be funny. But the movie and tourism. So, if we go back to our faith mode, well, pretty much the entire world has, what is this? Voodoo. How did voodoo spread? Okay. Not even going to ask. And then we have that. So, still have the faithless. Orlando. No, oh my god, are you kidding me? Alright, so this is just going to be a black nation called the Democratic Disney. It's just going to be Democratic Disney. So they probably get Upper Disney and then more of that Disney. Alright, can we please get something else for Orlando good? Alright, we need to vanquish these Disneys. The Disneys are gone. Alright, and then Orlando is actually going to send out a boat. And now Orlando's going to get a bit of this island. So Orlando's probably going to like make a city there, probably. I don't know. Although we would now need North Florida, who has North Florida, a small split. Pensacola has to be up there somewhere, right? Yeah, somewhere up there. We'll do Tallahassee. It's not close. Sure. We'll make you Tallahassee. This would be kind of like a red color. No, we need like a red and then like that. And this would be Tallahassee. To go like right that would need to be Tallahassee. Well, Florida is chaos. Okay, so first we need to try and do our best to kill Tallahassee. Because that's just a problem. Or we've done it, and then they're going to eat a bit more of Orlando. Alright, so there would be a bit more colonization by the southern powers if I get it. Okay, they're going to build a castle. God, now I've got to figure out a city over here. Port-au-Prince. Not how you say it. Port. Okay. No. Oh, God. Port. What? Why did the P not go? Port-au Prince. So they have that now. But because they built the castle, that would allow. Okay, never mind. Alright, let's see. Orlando. Orlando's also going to build a castle. Santo Domenico. Santo Domenico. Alright, so there's 2 castles built on the Dominican Republic. I wish I could move Atlantis over there. That'd be fun. But can we get the Grand United Nations are going to found a religion? What? Tourism. Why not? It's Miami and New Orleans. Faith mode. Wait, we need to change tourism to... We need to change tourism to red. Alright, there we go. So now tourism is a red. Alright, well, that's basically just picking up where Disney left off. And then Disney died, so. Alright, let's go with these. A small split. So this would be... Actually, I think we should go back and do... I think we deserve Jamaica redo. Because they were born into war and the Age of Unity. So we should give Jamaica... Okay, there's an I there. Jamaica a redo. So we'll give Jamaica that, and then we'll give them all the islands I gave them at that one point. We'll also give Jamaica a bit of that, a bit more. Actually, we'll give Jamaica all the...
Week of the 7th, I'll say your 3 times.
Alright, I think we're gonna have to end the video here. This is our world map right now, and bye.